Well, happy 2018, everybody. I got them all done. I might do a few more, but I did start to paint this one up. There's just to see what my skill level can be. I still gotta do white on that, but you got all your, they're all blanks, so you can put whatever beverage you want on here. But I'm going to show you how I did these cans. Just some tin, your normal pop can. You can use any pop can you want, beer, whatever, as long as you're using the shiny side out. Then a pencil crayon or something round to the size of the beer can you want. Since this was my first one I did, I always use the first one for your main copy. So every time you want to make a copy of something, so if you don't have the proper stuff, or if it breaks like this, pencil crayon does. Because I had to cut it, and then I had to put something inside, take that pencil crayon out, so you can put something in there to hold this. So then you have an arm to hold it back. You probably can just do it with the pencil crayon if you get your tin the right size. But see, when I started doing these, it's kind of a little cheesy on the bottom there. I gotta sand that off, that little black felt marker. But then I started thinking, how can I get something like this? So I started really looking at stuff, and then I started looking at this more, and this works out pretty good. So if you get yourself some tin right here, if I can find my scissors, which I don't have them here, so now I'm just going to get something like this. But you got to find something that will work for that. And what I found to make these indents pretty good with this, or if you can make something where you can push in to make your tops and bottoms at the same time. Here's from a cheesy Zapto knife or razor blade. This, I don't know where this came from. I think this was some kind of small axle or something. Not 100%. But I put it in here. Now, if you can see the lip right there. Yes, this is the shell. I shove it up all right up in there so it has something to go against. Then you take whatever size you're using, whole. So I went with the 7 on this. And this is a knitting measure. My mom used to knit back in the day, in the 60s or whatever. 70s maybe. Normally I won't use this. I'll just push down with that. But this does help to give you leverage. So put it right up in there. And then you just push down until you form your top or bottom, whatever you want. You get the picture, you get the idea, right? So then, start forming bottoms. Yeah, they won't come out pretty. Because if you do push down really hard on this, into there, you're going to crack the side, so you're going to rip it. And this will rip it. It'll just push right through it. And you just want to make a little indentation. So that's how I build my beer cans. or pop cans, Coca-Cola, Crush, whatever you want to use for your beverage. And the glue I used, Zap-A-Gap. From your hobby, you can pick that up from your hobby store. The tin, you can just get at your local store where you buy your pop. You can sacrifice 5 cents. And now, for that LED flashlight I told you about, that I took apart and what I had an idea for, it's not done yet. I'm going to paint that black, and I'm going to put just a red line right up on there, and then I'm going to try to put off and then an on, like ignite or something, on and ignite. So then you crank it all the way over to ignite it and then bring it back to run or on. Just for scale accessories. Yes, it didn't turn out pretty right there, but I can patch that up. And for that, anybody guess what that is? But if anybody is building a rat rod RC and you want a gas tank, hit me up. I'll send you this. I have no use for it. I just built it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for in my RC or what I can do with it. But what I turned it into was just a little gas tank. Same thing with the beer can, the cans I made. Just a little bigger hole. I would like to get this in copper or whatever, like brass, and then brass strapping going around to hold it down, to mount it down. I think that'd look pretty cool. But for now, for temporary, I just have this. This is from the lighter that I took apart here. And then I have a tap set so I can make threads and things and basically make that threaded if I wanted to. I don't know what the kit's called fully. I'm new to it. Got some brass strappings around there. Brass cap. I think this would look off the hook. Alright. My cans are done. I do want to try paint them, so I did paint this red, and I just got to get some white because where's that white? This stuff ain't really good for doing lettering, maybe, because, well, there's my first, there's my second. That's what the paint did, so it gave it a good texture on top of my cooler. Alright, so if anybody wants to make some scale cans for your RC rock crawler, or whatever it is you're romping, you want a few little cans. See, you can probably even make some monster. Ronk it in your buggy or whatever. Or you can be whoever builds RC garages and you want to have your guys having a party. They can be having a hoot with their own little beverage can. Alright, thumb this up. That's how I made my beverage cans. Did do this step because I did forget it, but as I redid it, I had my hand over the mic. So I'm going to redo this. How I got the horseshoe in my mouth for the opening, that's the open to that on a beer can. Well, I used a paper clip and needle nose pliers. I get my horseshoe, and then I use the same tin that I used to make my cans, and I cut them to the size I wanted. Some of them didn't come out perfect, so if you don't like what you have, just redo it. Because, well, when you got a can that you need, you can make as many cans as you want. Alright, I'm going to add this one into the part of the video because I did forget this step.